死しようと
しますね。リバーサチェスト。すげえ選択肢。
さあこの後どうする。さあバックジャンプですので 2P 値です。ジャンプだけ小足からカニパンコラガードしていた間に前ライパン、そしてコパンカラクサ、毎回このコパンカラクサに対して、先ほどちょっとヒットしていたケースが多いんですけれども、対空、これですね、大佐のサードストライクを象徴するような動きでしたけれども、対空をしてしまうと、ああいった形でブロッキングで対応してしまう。
そうですね。
なので、その反応して勝利を打ってしまうと、ああいう風になってしまうのが、ちょっとサードストライクの特殊な部分。
今のは EX ジェッパね、根元なら2ヒットとかにもなってたんですけど、もうこれは危ない。
今、ハイダニが、何かしてくるだろうということで、最初のジャンプを置いていたんですけれども、ショートスイングの反転がうまく強くて勝ちました。ここも対空ブロッキング。
前捨てがうますぎる、今
これはダメージ重視ということで、成長性使ってきました。
個別の対応しながらの一個一個の角派のダメージがでけえ。
しゃがみない系。さあハイダミが体力大幅リードの状態だが EX シェルファーサイド打っていく。ダートロケットまでかなりダメージは取れたというところだったんですが、それをさせず前ブロッキングからの投げ。
さあ赤外しても
ハイダミ6対1でいるようです。
そうですね、連勝続いて6連勝ですね。
話はちょっと変わりますけれども、スト6、ハイダミ本当選手レベルで競技選手レベルでやっているはずなんですけども、サードも恐ろしい仕上がりですね。
今日もね回転直後から来て、バチバチに仕上げてます。
本当ですか。さあだがしかしさまざまな数々のドラマを作り上げてきた国技、このままで終われない大傾斜突破。
この人の勝負上手は本物ですからね。
前中継これはブロッキングしている。画面端今度は入れ替わってハイターにペースが、しかしここにもここは負けていられないぞ。
確定
大パン入って国に1ラウンド。
誠の今の最後の1連の動き、どれか1個当たっても成長性につながってましたからね。そのままリサルになってた可能性があります。
先ほどからちょっと国に1ラウンド目を取れているケースが多いんですけれども、それから2、3とハイターにうまくやられてしまっている。
そうですね、押し切られないというのが素晴らしいですね。
先ほどの小足ガードさせカニパンをハイタニが、今ちょっと初めて繰り返していったところ、
そうですね、
ここが試合の中での対応力といったところなんですが、
ここはしっかり画面端から攻撃力をアップさせる効果ありです。
垂直ジャンプ、行動がいやらしいハイタニですが、ここは2本目や
さあ止めましたね、連勝。
今までこの FT10 もですね、第5回目の開催ということになる。
サードで全体では5回、サードでは3回目ですね。
でそのサードで3回やっている中で、やっぱりこの10先なので、途中からまくり返すっていうゲームは、やはりかなり多くあったんじゃないかなと。
もう本当に全然このぐらいの数字は全然まだまだ
4本差ですからね。言ってしまえば4連勝すれば、取り返しになるだけ。
そうです。まだまだ全然分かりません。中盤戦ですね。
カニパンからバッキングストレート、そしてダート壊してそれ切り返していくしゃがり中間チェスト
極めて珍しいシチュエーションでしたね今。
そうですね。
ジャッケターゲット。
How's it going?
さあちょっとまだリーサルにはなっていない状態なので。
Having a good day?
誠が2タッチ必要ですが、これは追い返し。
Thought I'd catch some Japanese third strikes with you guys before things get too sleepy. Boy, it was a scorcher today, huh? Hot as hell. Dropped a mirror in Sanctum. Congrats, dude. That's awesome.
ここはコパンから草。
I've been hearing a lot of good things about Sanctum.
ブロッキング。
I started leveling up my Hierophant. So far, so good. I want to figure out how to get a really good wand. I don't know what approach to take, since the wand has to have a enchant on it that's more expensive than the wand.
Mamma mia!
Hey, thanks, Ran out of room. And thanks, Husek and Diddler. And thanks, I got whatever. And BB Roo, Sweet Mizu and the Puss. Thanks Martian Dude and OG Bong Master and everyone.
やっぱり起き上がりの選択肢
These guys that are playing right now are kind of like scrubs.
そうですね
The good players are coming up. These aren't scrubs, but they're guys that are like fucking too Hollywood to play Third Strike. They play Street Fighter 6.
ハイタイの体力をかなり減らしている
But the real Third Strike pros are gonna be in this. What's his name from Evo is gonna be in this. The Hugo guy.
お引きつけて
Yeah, Hayao.
今のも
ストロークですかね
He's
す
there.
ごいですよね多すぎ今のって表入力だと思うんですけども引きつけたんでちゃんと
はいはいはいはいはい
行きましたね
Yeah,
あれ
Hayao.
はそのスト
はいはいはい
ーでよく見るシーンだ
そうですね
重力で引っ張ってて裏に
Thanks Valiant Stride.
サードでシーンを見るっていうのはなかなかない
Thanks for subbing.
あれはちょっとブロッ
You
ク
guys got anything cool going on? I visited my mom and then afterwards I went to Char's place. It was
タイミン
funny.
グでブロッキング入れてないとブロッキング取れないんで
そうですねブロッキングの音で
はいはいはい
一回入れてしまうとその
不能時間っていうのがありま
はい
すんでね
次入れるまでがですね
常時ブロッキングできるというわけではございません
さあここもしゃがみ
Sammy, what are you doing, my friend? Shut up. Don't tell me I'm driving.
もらうんで
Thanks Pyro Lee in the hospital again.
フォアシェストに関しては
And Valiant Stride.
問題ないんで
Not again.
まあそういったところでどうその匂いを
Thanks Sai the Dro.
そうですね
How you? How was Big Dinner?
キ
Oh,
ャラ対
good
策の判定
lord.
からの
Smile.
人の強さというのもちょっとやっぱり
Thanks GCC member. Big dinner was good. I had spinach ravioli and pasta salad. Or not pasta salad, like salad. It didn't have pasta
こ
in
れがまあ
it.
その主軸に
It
なっ
had like mushrooms and stuff.
まあ主軸になっていく技なんですけども今日の国には
It was really good. I did enjoy. What did you guys have? Anything special?
そうですね
Anybody eat anything
この確かに
special
大盤を
today?
駆使して誠の追い返しを
ショートスイングから今のも
I don't think I like quinoa.
ちょっと大平さんエボジャパンを思い出しましたよね
やばいな今の
画面端が背中に
Beef
ある状態から
broccoli Chinese style? Is there another style of beef broccoli? I've never heard of another style. Thought there was only Chinese
こ
style.
ういうのがねやっぱりね気になった
あこれスタンプします
スタンプしちゃういやー1個前のプレイ飲まれずに
Irish style? That sounds whack. No offense. Irish style sounds whack, dude.
吹き返したかのように2連勝だったんですけれども
Thanks, Failed Gunner. Thanks for gifting 5 subs.
I'm on staycation
ま
this
だわかり
week.
ません
Here's your cut.
Enjoy. Thanks, Bloodwork. Thanks, Chip. Nice. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks into a fireball for the Twitch Prime.
持っている手札は出してきたかなというところでここからまた読み合いが回って
Chinese style beef and broccoli, dude.
Thank you.
I always say broccoli beef. Because to me, the beef is the star of the show, and the broccoli is like the thing that's describing it. The describing word as opposed to the noun or the main word. Broccoli beef. I don't know. Whatever. I love that shit. I don't. This is where you guys are gonna call me a bigot, but Chinese broccoli, dude. It sucks. Chinese broccoli sucks, dude. It's just the stem. Sucks. No Chinese broccoli, dude. Dude, I don't give a fuck that it's named Chinese broccoli. It has nothing to do with it. They're the ones. I didn't name it. You should be offended at whoever named that shitty ass vegetable after China. That's who you should be talking to that guy. I would be offended too, man. They should have named something good after China. That shit sucks.
Thank you.
They did that on purpose? Well, someone should look into it, because I don't think it should be called that. Because it sucks. And, yeah, you know?
Thank you.
I don't like it. Thanks, Snake VIP. Does anyone like it more than regular broccoli? Who the fuck likes Chinese broccoli? It's no good. I don't know why they even make it. You like it? You prefer it? Alright then. Well, how do you feel about it being called Chinese broccoli then?
We await your return. Welcome to the world of
さあ8対3です。
Because I feel like I should like it. Thanks Zach TV and Snake VIP
さあ8対3
and
と
Oat
試合
Sun.
が進みます
Thanks Styrofoam. Hey Richard Nguyen. Thanks man. Happy Big Friday everybody. Char is Korean. You're a bigot. That's a pretty big difference.
そのゲージが溜まるまではかなりうまくこう溜まるまではですねかなり機能していくんですけど
Allegedly.
あっと小判チェスト
Chinese
壊す
broccoli.
小判壊すチェスト成虫戦
Thanks
この
Hurst.
スピードですね。
飛ぶことのできない円形になっているんでしょうかねおそらく
どうも含めてですが、
Thanks, Ice Arrow.
とにかく補正切り連携含めてスピードで気づいたらやられていると。
Oh god, that is so funny. This game is so good at like making the guy who got owned feel like he got read like a fucking book. The way you can do a move and know that it's going to be parried and then follow it up with some fucked up anti-parry shit is so tight. Oh, look at this motherfucker, dude. Parry dash under corner. These guys are alright. They're pretty good. Give it up. Give it up. I think they did such a good job with Makoto.
ちょっと誠の姿勢ですね今。
A cool character. Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I just got home actually. I've been out all day. It was so hot. I was doing mom stuff and grandma stuff. And then I kicked it with Char for a few hours and then came home. Thanks CMDR and Bubble Trousers. Thanks everybody. Hope you're all chilling. Getting lucky. Thanks Nintendo Herald.
わあクレイジーの中にふさわしいムーブしてくれてますね間違いなく。これで現役じゃねえか。
Oh, you.
New job is fucking tight. Nice.
Playing Bo for the first time in Poe. This shit is hard.
Hard. Bow is like the cheapest shit you could do if you do it right. You can deal damage instantly off the screen.
何を見せるか
Is chat your best friend? Chat's like this weird type of friend. You could definitely count on the chat, that's for sure. But they're so dumb. And they say dumb shit sometimes. And sometimes they bring their friends that are unwanted. So you gotta fucking check them. But I don't know, I never really operated in best friends. It was never really my thing. Maybe it's because all my friends are always whack. When I was like, I don't know, in my late teens, early 20s, around there, 20s, my mom would make me pay her if I came home late. Like, I had a curfew, but if I wanted to stay out after that, I had to pay her 20 bucks.
Thank you.
Okay? So, I'd be out with my homies, and I'd be sitting there, and it's like getting pretty close, and I'm thinking to myself, none of these fucking losers are worth 20 bucks. I'm going home. That shit worked so well, dude. She's a genius. I did not want to spend 20 bucks to hang out with these fucking scrubs. So, I don't know, maybe all my friends are trash, but I never really operated in friend, best friend methods. Char's kind of, to me, he's kind of more like a brother than a friend, because I've known him for such a long time. Same with my friend Frankie. I've known them for so long, they're not really like friends, I guess.
ダートでダッシュを止める投げてさあここに来て国2のエンジンが再度かかってきたか
But I know a lot of people. I just don't really like see everyone too often. The thing is that generally speaking, I'm not into online relationships or maintaining online relationships. I don't even like it. So, and you know, if you don't see someone for a while, it's like whatever. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. But it's still cool. But I don't like online communication. It's not fun to me. So I don't really participate in that way. Thanks Real Tier and Leaf Catcher and I Am Tom. Thanks Caster of Limbo and Six Zilla. Thanks Storm Jump. And
大パンチェスト
Woogie Boogie.
黙ってやられてはいませんが、ここからどうするか。
Hold on.
ゴールが残らず。
It's my birthday. Here's your cut.
裏の丈になっておりました
Lord Shred. Hey, happy birthday, man. You guys know the drill, chat. Make him a balloon animal.
10対4という形ですね。
That's cool, man. Birthdays are sick. Maybe he ate something good.
はい、それでは
I should think about what I'm
二
gonna
人
eat.
インタビューの
I
準備
always
が
eat
できましたね。
pizza.
試合後の二人
But it's my birthday every day. I eat pizza all the time.
お疲れ様でした
I should eat something special. I mean, pizza is special.
キャラさ変わってねえなっていう。
Fuck it. I'm
キャ
gonna
ラ
get
さ
pizza.
ですかね、これは。
戦う意味ないっすね、これは。出たら絶対かぶせられた負けっていう組み合わせだったんで。でもまあ
Third strike
9本です
players.
ね僕ね、ギリギリ。
4本です。
あ4本
Dad.
ちょっと数がちょっと数えれないぐらいボコボコにされちゃって。
はい。いや、でもマジで。
強かったっすね。
強かったね。
Man, Haitani seems pretty tall, but I think those other two guys are just so short.
じゃんじゃないですよ。マジで
Because if you look at those arcade machines in the back,
あんなうまくなかったっす
I
よ。
feel like I stand like 2 feet taller than those arcade machines when I'm standing next to them. I've stood next to those arcade machines. Those cabs are tiny, I know. I think all 3 of these dudes are little guys.
前よりちょっとアップデートされてて、なんか知らない対策やってきてちょっとびっくりしたんですけど。まだ進化してんだな。
いや進化してないよ全然。
なんかショートなんかストレートみたいな。
じゃあ爆死しまくるから、もうあれしかないんだよ。
あ、そう。
Maybe the machines are raised up on a platform? Yeah, yeah, that's gotta be it.
まあ今回はまあ勝て
A
て
big platform.
もっと普通に対戦したいと思うぐらいちょっと今回楽しかったんで。
That's it.
またぜひお願いします。
ありがとうございました。じゃあ、2人に、拍手の方お願いします。ありがとうございました。
そうですね。はいはいはい。
はい、それではね、第2カードはこちらになります。
Whoa. That's Oro. Oh, dude, he's doing the sun sphere. That's a really cool picture. Look at his hair. He's doing his level 3 sun sphere. That's sick. That was really sick. Did you see that?
2人に、意気込みなんか聞いてみたいと思います。
Thank you. That was awesome.
オロ使いの宗像です。よろしくお願いします。FT10 オロ初出場
そうなんですよ。
らしいので、
はい
ちょっといいとこ見せられたなと思います。あと、ヒロさんと
Thanks.
対戦するの久しぶりなので、
Thanks, Vato Loco.
よろしくお願いします。
彼はですね、いつも
Thanks all
岡山のね
Athletics and
岡山に
Abe
住んでるの
and
に毎月うちの
VZ.
大会にいるんですよ。それぐらいすごいモチベーション高いんで、ちょっと僕も楽しみにしてます。
Thanks, guys.
今日は玉はめ
Happy
見せてくれ
birthday.
ると思うんで、お願いします。じゃあ、フロ君に対する意気込みお願
Hey,
いします。
Black, whatever Yukong, that game coming out. There's a game coming out. Black Mist Yukong, or whatever the fuck it's called. Ni hao. I don't know, man. Whatever. You know, if they wanted me to remember the names of these games, they wouldn't call them stupid shit like that, man. Come on.
いうとこまでは来ているので、多分いい試合に。
Ni hao.
僕も宗像さんとやって
Black Myth, Wukong. What did I say? Black Myth, Yukon. What the fuck? Close enough. That's pretty close.
あ、写真1枚お願いします。
Hi. Thumbs up. Hi.
じゃあ実況解説のお二人は準備の方をお願いします。
Hey, what does that mean? Onegaishimasu. Does that mean thank you? Please? Onegaishimasu.
はい、それでは、
お願いします。
ここからのマイクは、
They say that a lot when you're doing business in Japan. Like if you go to a restaurant, they'll say some shit, onegaishimasu, and it always ends with that. So that makes sense. Like right this way, please, sir. Very handsome gentleman named Aris. You know? They say that. I assumed it meant something like that.
7セット続きますから半端ないですね。
Hamparai. That's the picture down there. That's a really cool picture. Dude, is that... I think that's Yang. Is that Yang down there looking up? That's a really cool picture. Wonder who drew that.
ヤンどうやって触っていくのかなっていうところで。
It's, oh, you can't see it. Well, they showed it on stream earlier.
もしかしたらサードストライクまだ見るバグみたいなのも。
I think that's Yang getting ready to get dropped on. That's cool. Thanks, Mr. Funbags. Hey, Subtractum, what's up, dude? You know you taught me something really cool I didn't know about. I've been telling my chat, but I started with Spectral Shield Throw, and I didn't know about the boots and ring combo. That was really cool, man. I used that. Nice strat. The boots that aggravate count as moving, and the ring that Venom Puncture, I think, or whatever. That was awesome. But I just started a Hierophant. You know, everyone's doing it. I gotta be cool too. I want to get those wand crafts. Yeah, Subtractum's good. Oh yeah, your league start sounded trash. Yeah, it was cool. Sounded like you struggled with that group play shit. That's what I'm telling you, man. Co-op's for casuals anyway. Group play, dude. Come on, man. Anyway, good shit. It was awesome. I want to do that, man. I don't know. Right now, so I got a lot of the expensive gear pieces for the build. Like the most expensive stuff. And I got a Mage Blood. But I don't have a wand. And I don't know how to... Like, I could figure out how to craft one. But I don't know how to... I want to approach it on console. Because there are no fractures. The fractures are like 30 divines. Fractured anything useful is like 30 divines. So either I'm going to try it myself with an 8 divine fracturing orb, or I'm just going to try and see what I get. Just wing it, I guess. And the fact that you have to have a wand to then put the enchant on makes you feel like you have to have a good wand, right? Because the enchant's going to cost more than the wand. But that's where I'm at, and I'm leveling up. It's been a really good league, though. One of my favorites. The league mechanic for a change doesn't suck a cocky. God, dude. This is cheap as fuck, dude. I don't use that super because I don't think it's fun to use. But you get unblockables with it, which is really cheap. And you basically can't parry out either. But Akuma could teleport, which is why he's so tight. Akuma gets the fuck out of there. Yeah, I like Tengu Stone. I like the idea of, you know, him having stones that he like... Instead of hitting you, he's sending these stones out to fuck you up. Thank you. I think it's cool looking. Why is Oro missing an arm? He's not. He has both arms. He uses them. You could see him take his other arm out when he does supers. He just uses one arm because all his opponents are fucking scrubs. That's why he has one arm. He has two. He just doesn't fucking use the other one because you're a scrub, dude. What do you want him to fall asleep? If he used two arms, he would fall asleep, dude. Also, that's why he doesn't wear any pants and you can see his dick. You really can see his dick in this game. If you go to one of the frames of his crouching roundhouse, you can see his balls. And that's because you're a fucking scrub. That's the answer to that question too. Any other questions? Because I have a feeling they're all gonna be similar answers. He's got two arms. There's a lot of animation. Oh, actually, you know what? When you jump over in this game, like, you know how you jump over? You see him switch. Thank you. You know how, like, you jump over, right? And it switches the other arm. You see him switch arms. He puts one arm away every time he switches sides. He's an awesome character. Thank you. Right here, watch this shit. Cheap as fuck. Other side, double jump. He tries to parry out. You can't parry out of that, dude. You need to be Akuma to get out of that. Yang is cool too. I just recently tried him a couple times. Obviously, I'm getting owned. He wants to get on that other side. So cheap. Get this motherfucker. So good.
いい下でしたね。ここね、長い試合の中ではやっておかないといけないですよね。
He gets 3 of them. That's the fucked up part of this super. He gets 3 of those supers. Not every super has. And look at the bar length. The length of that bar is not that long. Tengu Stone is the longest, you know. It's just like Yang's bar. It's the same length as the life bar. Long as fuck. Oh! Wow! Damn, so it doesn't come out fast enough. Interesting.
死んでたかもしれないですね。
そうですね。あそこからね、やっぱ。しかしながら。
Thanks again, Subtractum, for the resub and the strap.
Thank you.
Who did I miss? Fun Bags, Dinotron, Mr. MP, thanks Seikyo Style, and Arcane. And the post-death taunt? Ouch. Unnecessary. Thanks Happy Smile Train.
Thank you.
That's crazy, man. I didn't even know about that. That means you could take War of Attrition, and that means you can do much better on bosses. That changed a lot. Finding out about those shoes. But by that time, I already had gotten a Mage Blood, so it's like... Man, Mage Blood is crazy good. I'm surprised they put that in the game. It really is like a dividing point. It's either a Mage Blood build or it's not a Mage Blood build, dude. It is too good. Use War of Attrition on Ubers now? Yeah, it's great. I mean, there's nothing else to take. Unless you're gonna do Retaliation. Yeah, it's great. Well, I guess it depends on your build, because for Spectral Shield Throw, there's nothing else to take, and War of Attrition is great. Thanks, Primo. Thanks for the resub.
Thank you.
Yeah, PoE 2 should be soon. I filled out that survey. That survey was so weird. It was asking about all these games that I'd never played before. It was like, do you play this game? I was like, what the fuck is that game? I never heard of that. Age of this and some other game. I don't know, man. I never heard of any of these games. I just said no. Oh, they did ask about Diablo 4 and Diablo 2. Diablo 4, oh my god. I promise you the guys who make that game think it sucks, dude. I promise you. Those guys think that game stinks. And I know it, dude. The guys who make that shit. Nah, man. I ain't playing that. Hell no. They make fun of people for playing it. Writing bad reviews about their own shit.
The trophy's mine!
Buying a Japanese arcade, any tops?
Tops? Yeah, I got some tops. What do you mean buying a Japanese arcade? You mean a machine? I would say... why? And then I would say get a good one, I guess. You can either get one for cheap and fix it up yourself, or get one that's in really good condition already. And do your research, like a car. I mean, isn't every big purchase pretty similar? Like, you use the same logical strats. You find out where you're gonna get it from. You do your research on the business. You do your research on the product. Common failure points of the product. You know, like, similar shit. Regular adult related decision making. You guys all do that, right?
よく打った。
風呂からよく見えましたね。
かなり低空の。
はい。
How's the car coming along? I mean, no updates. Part of me feels like I should be more on his ass, but that's really not my style, you know? Like, I already trusted this guy. I pulled the trigger. So I'll let the man work, you know? I don't need to get in there. I don't know. It'll be great when it's done. Not in a hurry.
あと2択が入って。あー、出ない。あ、いや、わかんないですよ。わかんないですよ、これ。
Yeah. I'm excited for like that first few days, you know. I'm gonna have to go get it smogged, I'm gonna go get it registered, and I need to go get security system installed. I don't even know what like is recommended or common these days. Do you think Arturo's joyriding your car? He said he's gonna joyride the shit out of it for 150 miles before I get it. Like, they're not gonna just put it together and, okay, it's done. They're gonna, like, test drive it. You know, and fuck it up a little. I'd prefer that. I want them to break it in. Because I don't want to take that shit home and the second I get there, it's fucking leaking something. Like, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna have it towed back all these miles, you know? So I'd rather them, yeah, fuck it up a little bit. Make sure it runs. Take it to the hood track. Dude, I wonder how squirrely it's gonna be. I didn't change the tires. They're pretty wide. I forgot what size they are, but they're pretty wide tires already. I didn't get wider tires. The car's going from 190 horsepower to 340 or 50. I wonder how that'll get. Monka steering around. That's gonna be sick. Aris Bueller. That's a funny name. Aris Bueller. It's always my day off, dude. Who the hell called me that? I think Kenny called me that the first time. What's up, Aris Bueller? Bueller. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi. So that's it. Damn, a lot of people have been telling me about how lucky they've been getting lately. That shit's pretty cool. It's so much cooler than when people try telling you about things that suck. Man, the other day I was streaming and, you know, everything was cool, and then some random dude showed up in the chat and he said some shit like that. Someone died. He said some shit about someone dying and he made a sad face. And I ignored him. Because I thought that if I didn't ignore him, I would say something mean. Because I hate that guy. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you and fuck whoever died. But, you see what I mean? You see what I mean, dude? I had to ignore him, dude. I had to. You see? This is what I'm saying. This is my point. That's my point right there. You know, I don't give a fuck, man. People die every day, dude. Everywhere. And there are people that are loved. I don't give a fuck, dude. You can't try and bring me down. That shit brought me down, dude. I held that shit in. That guy told me about whoever the fuck died, and I didn't tell him to go fuck himself, and I didn't tell that guy that died to go fuck himself. I didn't tell anyone. I just held it in and I ignored that guy just for the sake of, you know, whatever, let it go. And I didn't enjoy it. It sucked. It felt like I held in a shit. Anyway, the point of this stupid fucking story is, I love it when people tell me good stuff, like something they ate that's good, or something that happened that's lucky, and I fucking hate it. When people tell me shit that sucks, I don't give a fuck about things that suck, dude. Alright? I don't give a fuck about it unless it's funny. If it's funny, we could talk about that. Not Jotaro. Jotaro.
Thank you.
Who gives a fuck? That was so funny too. The guys donated a spoiler about Jotaro, and people in the chat were so bent out of shape. That's all I know about Jotaro, dude. Who cares about Jotaro? Fuck him. Jotaro. Funny name though. She made chicken parmesan. I got leftovers. I went to my mom's too. I had ravioli. It was really good. That is cheap as fuck, dude. Did you see that? The chicken wing hits on the other side of the super. That is outrageous. Where's Onuki at?
It's too bad, man. I just
get the real commentators.
Thanks for the luck thump.
Hey, thanks. Talking to a pretty girl. Yeah. Hope it goes your way. Thanks, 7 gas and blackened. And I have got demands. I have got demands. Thanks. Appreciate all the subs. Yeah, Tom Brady is a legend. That's true.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. Cool Bill. Thanks, man. Hey, Spooky, what's up, dude? You know, I was just kicking it with Char. We were just talking about you, Spooky. I was just kicking it with Char, and we were reminiscing on how sick that era of Big 2 and all that shit was. It was truly like the greatest time ever, dude. And you are a legend. That shit was the best. The best. Spooky truly is a legend. Those were the funnest times. Man, that was before the the Arturo spiral. Oh my god. Arturo is such a legend too, dude. He's one of my favorites of all time. Hey, Spooky, you know I named my fucking characters Arturo Sanchez? I named my fucking characters. People name their characters Spider-Man, dude. Shit like that. You know, Jotaro. He's like Jotaro to me, dude. The legend. Arturo Sanchez, the legend, dude. Shit was hype. Good times. Hope you're chilling, man. Thanks, McBrewski. And thanks 2XKO seems bunk. You really think so? I was gonna ask. Have you guys been playing it? 2KOX? What's bunk about it? I wouldn't know. He looks fine.
Oh, you.
Spooky got pissed.
Hey, thanks. I will kill you, Art. One of the best things I've ever seen. Out of any movie, out of any scene of comedies, one of the funniest things in my whole life is Spooky looking straight up at Art, threatening to kill him. Looking straight up at Arturo, threatening to kill him with his bare hands. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. It was up there. One of the best visuals of all time. This shit was so wonderful. A gift. Oh god. So funny. Yeah, dude, Spooky is totally like a Joe Pesci style character in the movie. You know, don't fuck with him, dude. What am I, funny? You know? He's totally that kind of character. Funny like a clown, huh? Good times. Man, that was a long time ago already. fucking decade ago.
から不動産しゃがみ大パンチを
My cousin Spooky? Yeah.
うん、じゃあ対策として、
And Min, dude. Min is also a secret legend, dude.
これははめ
All those guys are funny. Thanks JP McBrewski and I'm Doge.
はまるので
Thanks. So you didn't really get too specific. What's the problem with 2XKO? What's the problem?
Thank you.
It seems no better or worse than any other game as far as the just from looking at it. It's too simple. I don't know. Thanks, Well Gibson. Isn't that what they said about Strive? And I feel like Strive is the most popular Guilty Gear ever, right?
You guys see him?
Even though it still sucks.
Thank you.
Thanks the dude. And thanks Spooky's Hugo Boss shirt. Why bunk? That shirt's tight. The blue one? It's reversible. I didn't get an alpha code, that's why it sucks? Oh, well, that's a different story. Get owned. I didn't get one either, but I didn't. Maybe you have to, like, do something to get one. I didn't get one either. Shucks. Oh, man. Thanks, Rainy. And S-Blade.
Thank you.
Thanks for the subs. Thanks the dude. Jeez, that is cheap. He was trying to beat the throw. So he tried to break the throw. God, that is... This guy's pretty good. Hey, Shine, what's up, man? Thanks for the resub. Happy Big Friday. Did you switch characters? You were playing that girl that sprays paint around before. It sucks that we can't, like, I guess it's probably available, but it's not as hype anymore to, like, keep up with the local scene. I feel like I used to watch you guys play all the time, you know? I play Ed and Chun. I didn't even used to have to ask you guys this kind of shit, you know? I'd always keep up with the scene. And know who's playing. Thanks, Shine NYC is a bitch. Damn. Hey, Shine, you got some fans in here, dude. Yeah, you know what? This guy's right. I like his style, dude. This guy's alright, dude. Hey, you know what? Shine NYC is a bitch. You're alright, man. And Shine NYC, you're alright too. By me. You're both alright. Alright, cool. Wonder what he did to you. Probably beat your ass in the tournament. I think it's really funny when I play Call of Duty and all of a sudden in the chat room someone will say that someone else in the chat room is a fucking bitch. It's like you obviously got shot and teabagged by some fucking kid in the chat, dude. That's obviously what happened. You got fucking shot and you got teabagged and now you're typing. Good shit. Yeah, dude, chat drama. It's pretty fun. Hey, thanks, Jaha. Alright, now you're losing it. You laugh at one fucking joke, you know? And then they get fucking ambitious. You know those aren't free. Stupid joke making bitch. Whatever, man. At least they're paying my bills. On the bright side. That is so cheap. Two hits, scrub.
カットしていくという小足で割り込んでドローガンっていう展開。リスクあるんですけどね。リスクあるんですけど、まあどこかで見せないと。
Can't you do a throw into a super with Yang in the corner? I think you could do that knee throw and then do a super afterwards. I think I've seen that before. And it does like no damage. Do you think a fighting game based on PoE would be cool? How old are you, dude? Tell the truth. That's the type of question that I used to think of when I was like in the 1st grade. Like, you know what they should do? They should make a shooting game out of Mario, where you run around and shoot Bowser. 31, but I'm autistic AF? Oh, alright. Well, what does that mean like in regular years? So you're like 11 or some shit? Anyway, listen, kid. That sounds like the stupidest idea I've ever heard of. Why would you want something like that? I mean, you know. Right? Dog ears? Oh yeah, you know they should make a League of Legends fighting game. That's a good idea. Good point. Yeah, that would be sick. League of Legends. What if Ryu could fight Spider-Man? Dude, Web Ball Reality Stone. Yeah, that would be cool. Blizzard Fighters. Thanks, Taco Face. I bet Diablo 4 would be a better fighting game than whatever the fuck it is. Maybe they should make a Diablo 4 fighting game. You might be onto something. It seems like fighting games are not that popular though. Maybe you might want to make a different type of game, like what would you say is obviously the most popular genre of video game right now? I remember that BR was pretty popular for a while. Shooters, Battle Royale, still the most popular. Well, you can't say it's a popular genre if there's open world Souls game. There's only one. That's not a fucking genre. There's only fucking one game like that. I'm talking about how like people play lots of, you know, these types of games, whether it's RTS or shooters or team-based shooters, whatever, man. You can't just say one. The best genre of video games out right now is Assassin's Creed. It's the best by far. The main character is a real ninja. I hope that... Damn, Red Perry! I really hope that the Assassin's Creed cops hire me to play that new Assassin's Creed game. That would be sick. There's no way in hell I'm gonna play it unless they pay me. And they're ballers, cause you know how Assassin's Creed is trash and everyone keeps fucking buying it? Well, because of that, they can afford to pay me a pretty penny to like it. So I'm hoping they do that shit again. I could get a paint job for this Caprice I'm working on. Hey, hit me up, Assassin's Creed cops. That shit was tight. Ancient China.
Thanks for the hacks.
Thanks Aris to the fortune. Don't know what that means. Thanks John from the Wasteland for the tier 3. And thanks Tom Brady, no MK1, whatever. And Taco Face. Sometimes you guys are funny, but you have to pay the price. Nothing's free. For every one laugh I get out of you, I get 1,000 needles. That's just the way it is. How's the Hierophant? Going great, man. So far so good. I'm trying to figure out how I want to handle the wand craft. I don't have a good strat. But it's going great. I'm chilling. How was leveling with wolves? I would recommend it, except I would say it falls off very hard in Act 10. So it blows the pants off the game until Act 10. You have to have a backup plan for Act 10 because it falls off mega hard. I hope you stream the craft. I need to learn more about POE crafting. Oh. Well, if I do like a big boy craft, then I definitely will stream that, because I think it's really fun to record that for history, for me. But I haven't decided how I want to handle this situation, because basically the thing that enchants the weapon, you need the weapon first in order to enchant it. And the enchant is so expensive that it will likely be 3 times more expensive than the weapon itself. Unless I get a super good weapon. So I don't know how I'm going to approach that. Do I want to waste the enchant on a mid-tier weapon or what? But what enchant? This league added a new crafting bench. And you can craft on wands. There's something called like Tormented Spirits. Haunted by Tormented Spirits. That's what it's called. And it's fucking expensive. I have one ready to go on console. Yeah, it's like probably 40 divines. Each power rune is 2 or 3 divines. And you need 13 of those. And the time runes are also like a divine each, and you need 33 of those. So it's like 50 divines on console. Yeah, but I almost have one ready to go. I'm missing like 9 time runes. Yeah, it's very expensive. But if you think about how much... Okay, think about it this way. The league mechanic itself gives you those runes and gives you basically 2 or 3 or even 4 divines an hour. So technically the league mechanic itself will buy that for you. So it's not that big of a deal. You know? Thanks 5-Finger Turkey and John Nelson. Pay Rick's done now. Thanks. Beat the Black Knight. Fracture one of the mana prefixes and spam essences, but the problem is that a fracturing orb on console costs 8 divines. It's not like you could just fucking fracture things. It's very expensive. And there's only like 7 of them. It's really expensive. My Flicker Strike build keeps dying on league bosses? Interesting. Thanks, Happy Face Man. I think this format is not that good. I just noticed that this format sucks because it's basically like, it seems to be like a 1st to 10, right? It's a 1st to 10 between 2 players. This is gonna take all night. At least the players are all, it's an invitational, so the players are all like ferocious monsters. Wow. I love this game.
Thank you.
Sugoi! Sugoi means awesome. Sugoi! Thanks. It's X-Jin. Hey, what's up, Majin Obama? How's it going? Hi. Oh! That was fucked up. The overhead comboed into the fucking super. Oh, what a son of a bitch. Perfect timing. What a son of a bitch. That was cheap as fuck. The super was already non-factor, you know? It's over. Let me deal with this throw mix-up and shit. Hi. Oh. Hey, thanks, Sauce Coma. Thanks. You're so fluent in Japanese. I try. You know it's fucked up because I went to Japan like 6 times, but I never even learned how to say hello because I figured, you know, they're gonna learn English eventually, right? And they did. The last time I went to Japan, everyone knew how to speak English. I figured I might as well wait this out, and I was right. Everything's in English. It worked out. Last time I went to Japan, even the train spoke English. Like, you know, the thing that says, like, you know, hi, whatever it says, right? But for now it says the next stop is, you know, Tokugawa Station or whatever. And that's pretty impressive. In English. And all of the cops and shit, they all spoke English too. Jotaro Station. Next up, Jotaro Station. I forgot all the names of the different cities in Tokyo. Tsutaya, that's one, I think. Oh, Takada no Baba, that's one, I think. Unless I'm saying it wrong. Oh yeah, Ueno Station, I remember that. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Sakakaki Station. I'm about to be 40 years old. Isn't that crazy? Still laugh at Sakakaki Station. And I'll do it again, bitch. I'm about to do that shit again right now. And I told you I would, and I did. I told you. You think these are empty threats? Well, they aren't. Right. Even this guy agrees that shit's funny. You know what I need to play again is Resident Evil 4, the classic one, dude. The real one. I think I decided today that Resident Evil 4, the remake, was flat. It fell flat. The original's the real deal. Thanks, Failed Gunner. And Zerozy. I thought it was better than Resident Evil 3 remake, but still didn't quite capture the magic. Thanks, Shut Up In There, Will Ya? Cool name. Shut up in there, will ya? Damn. Cool. Thanks guys, Failed Gunner, 4-Star Dragon, and Blizz, and Sauce Coma. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Seems like you're all in a good mood. Thanks, J-Borgs. I'm doing very well. Kind of been in the mood to like go somewhere interesting. You guys have any like interesting, cool places to go? Remember when I went to that place with Markman? That was really cool and interesting. That it was like a retro gaming convention, but it was actually like a selling stuff convention, and there were vendors there tabling, but no chicks. I thought it was a totally different thing. So there was all these fat dudes tabling, and but the cool thing about it was how expensive everything was. Like, you would see like a fucking Super Nintendo game that's like whatever, but then you'd see the price tag, and shit says like $1,400. What the fuck, dude? That game sucked. I remember that game. That game fucking sucked. $1,400, please. And every guy, dude, every guy who owned every one of those booths was like the comic book guy from The Simpsons. Fat as fuck, basically looked like me. Worst episode ever. So fucking like, garish, you know? Like they fucking run the show, dude. You're not even cool. You don't know about that? You don't know about this fucking game, dude? And they wouldn't even stand up. Like, they'd be sitting on this fucking chair. One of those quinceañera chairs, you know? And the chair's about to explode, begging for dear life. So it's fucking chilling. And you'd be like, hey, man, how much is that over there? And he wouldn't even be able to see it. From where he's sitting, he wouldn't even get up. He couldn't even see it. That's $400 all day. You didn't even look at what I fucking pointed at, dude. That place was tight. I want to go places like that. You know, that was like a fun place. Oh, and I loved Golden Corral. That was, the food was trash, but as like, felt like going to the zoo. You ever been to the zoo? You see all these different weird species walking around and eating and behaving in their natural habitat. That shit was tight. Everyone was limping and fat as fuck, carrying a plate. It was so fun. Yeah, shit like that, you know? I want to do some fun stuff. I've been to a Renaissance fair one time on a date. It was pretty cool. I liked it. Every girl there, doesn't even matter, fat, skinny, their titties are about to explode out of their shirt. Like, you know how that feeling when a balloon is full of air and you just kind of are preparing for the explosion? That's how it feels when you go to one of those places. Everyone's titties, you kind of have to be ready for an explosion. Yeah, it's cool, and they also all are in character. Like, everyone, just like, may thy quench thy thirst for thy brewski brew. You know? It's pretty cool. I liked it. And there's like horses.
Rolling for Waldo.
There's horses and stuff. Thanks, Ivana Jerkmenoff. Thanks, Ivana. Thanks, Madik Israeli Steiny. Thanks, Madik. Well, you guys are ambitious tonight, huh? Alright. Steiny? Alright, fine. You remember Ben Stein, dude? That's what I thought of. Ben Stein. Your eyes are awesome. Oh yeah, earlier we mentioned Aris Bueller. He's the teacher, right? Bueller. That's Ben Stein. Win Ben Stein's money. Remember that show? I used to watch that. Yeah, Aris Bueller is a perfect one. That's such a good one. I think Kenny made that shit up, if I recall correctly. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I always think about that guy, Mr. Blumenthal, this old black guy that used to go to the library I worked at. He was a regular. He was there all the time. And he used to call me Easy Money. And it was because every time he walked in the library and he saw me, he'd go, Easy Money. Loud as fuck, too. Like, this is not a library. You would just say, Easy Money. And I'd be like, hey, Mr. Blumenthal, how's it going? And the reason he called me Easy Money is because he would come in the library and I'd always be reading a book. And he's like, dude, all you gotta do is sit here and read books, and you call this a job? So he'd call me Easy Money, right? But if he could see me right now, dude. Oh, man. May Umbasa rest his soul, dude. He's probably dead now. He was old, but God, dude. He's rolling around in there. God knows what he'd call me. Easy money. Everyone calls me something different, dude. Everyone calls me something different, dude. I don't know why they do that. But everyone calls me something, dude. Whatever, sometimes it's funny. That's what's funny about that. You know, you never know what they're gonna call you. Oh yeah, John Candy used to call me Comedy Central. That guy was so funny, dude. This guy, my friend's roommate in college, his name was John Candy. Not the fat guy. He was like a real dude, bro, kind of go out and drink kind of guy. And he used to call me Comedy Central. Break time Comedy Central? Comedy Central! Okay, I'm gonna get up and stretch. It's a funny name. One time, we walked in the house. John Candy was alone. We walked in the house, and he had 2 40-ounce beers by himself, taped to his hands with duct tape. And we walked in. And I said, what are you doing, man? And he said, I'm practicing. I'm going to a party later, and they're going to play Edward 40 hands. So I'm practicing. Even if there is such a game as Edward 40 hands, where you tape 2 40s to your hands, even if that were a real thing, who the fuck practices for that shit by themselves in preparation of nationals, dude? Only legends do. Only legends practice Edward 40 hands at home by themselves, dude. I'm gonna get up and stretch. Go get some tape and some 40s.
I'll be back.あんまりないですよ。あんまりないですよね。これ。さあ、なんか村方さん動きめっちゃ良くなってません？なんか迷いがないよ。あ、これは。やめて。
あれは本人も分かんなかったっぽいな。
今のは難しいですね。今のは小野側が難しそうでしたね。これはこれね、サードストライク怖いんで、ここからゆっくりいかないといけない。
うわー、9対9。
9対9です。
ファイナルラスト。
はい、アルティミットファイナルマッチです。
ああ、マジ？い
や、はい、もう後ろに今松田さんがアルティミットグランドスーパーファイナルです。
巻き返すじゃんね。
いや、山田さん、ちょっと一言言っていいですか？すんごいの。
すんごいね。
すんごいのよ。こんな盛り上がる？
負けたらラストできないんだよ、もう。
そう。
負けたら次ラストできない。
はい。
FT10 は。わかる？
できないので、
本当にこれで決まっちゃうわけでしょ。
もう俺プライドもあるだろうから。すんごいね、デュースないです。これはもう10本目取ったが勝ちになります。10ありません。
なんか、いや本当にちょっとしないでほしい。
そうですね。何も俺らも何も言いたくないもん、もはや。
無音でお届けしますみたいな。
もうそれにしたいんですが、ダメやっぱダメ。投げて、中田さんにやや勢いがありますけども。そうっすよ。嫌な当たり方してましたね、今。怖い、サンフレ。いや、すごいよ。今ね、下振りいってま、逆タク。投げを読んで。
クイックが取れてるなら大丈夫。
今のも2択ですね。
いや、ここはじじするわけです。
そうですね。
本当に、だって勝ちたいもん。
お互いね。
勝ちたいじゃん、これ。
いや、緊張感ありますよ、これ。
緊張感あるね。
本当緊迫感が伝わるんで、今。 先手はフロヤン。
スーパーウルトラスーパーリーチです。
なんかスーパーリーチどこで聞いたことありますけども、はい。いやね、勝ちたいから前に行きたいのは分かるんですが、行き過ぎると6ラミなわけですよ、このゲームは本当に。で、特に相手がオロだと、もうそこから即死とかあるから、やっぱ。うまい読んでる、下前
打つか。
今のはね、確定ですか。そうですね、確定ですね。いや、ちょっと何も言えないよ、これ。さあ、フロさんはリーチかかってますが、
さあ、太陽入れ替えて、これでかいね。
今のいいジャンプだったな、今の。
オーロこれでかいな。
かなりでかいです、今の。
寄らせることができるからね。寄らした方がいいんだから。寄らした方が。
そういうジャンプの一つだけでも違うんでね。
そうね。
仕切り直しましたね。バックステから、まあでしょう。さあ、30秒残り。10先の中で一番緊張感ありますね。これ
めちゃくちゃある。
すごいこれ。
いやだってさ、いけないのもいいよねって言い方かもしれないけど。うわ
やめて。すんごいの。すんごい。うわ10秒。
クイック取らないよね。
前方に行って。さあ、後ろか。俺だ。
そっちか。
やばい。ちょっとすいません、マイケルさん何も言えない。
ダブリ
ダブリ
です。
今流行りのダブリ。
やめて。怖いよ。
じゃもうマイケルさん何も言えません。
Poof, I didn't want to do the lightning thing because it's gonna take so long. The whole round could be over. This is the last round.
しかもゲージの音がめっちゃいい。
That lightning and shit takes like fucking 30 seconds.
80秒後には試合が決まっております。最悪でも。
I said poof, bitch. I just didn't do the lightning. What are you complaining?
すみません、僕らももう見たいんすよ。
That was good. Standing short. That's standing short.
ディープから。
Wow.
まだ全然わかんない。いや、全然わかんない。オロだから。
Man. Oh, big punish. Big punish inbound.
いや、まだわかんないです。ブロラがあるんでね。
Back up. Oh, drop the other one. Oh, he blocked the punish.
ガードした。うわ、ちょっともう。
Oh, dash and throw. Triple dash parry. He's dead. Thought he was dead. Look at the chip. Oh. Damn, that's crazy. It went to a final round in a first to 10. They went to final round in a first to 10. Hey, how do they have a drawing on the right? Look at the drawing on the right. It's Oro versus Yun in the drawing. And the match was Oro versus Yun. That's pretty cool.
はい、お疲れ様。あ、早い？ OK。はい。
Damn,
お疲れ様でした。
blood's pumping.
すごい試合で超盛り上がりましたね。じゃあコメントの方いただきたい
Who
と思い
was
ます。
who? Who was the winner? Can we
プ
tell?
ロの方から感想をお願いします。
はい、ありがとうございました。なんか5連勝近くしたときは、
I think he won.
早めに終わらせちゃったなと思ってたんですけど。
Right? This guy won. And the guy with the mask
と
lost.
ころに来る連携をいろいろ見せられて、最後の方たまってた時のプレッシャーがすごく
Yeah, he's smiling.
こっちがひよって
And the other guy's looking
そ
down
の辺が敗因かなと。
and breathing hard.
ありがとうございました。
お疲れ様でした。宗像さん、おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。いやー、しんどかった。10先初なんですけど、はい、いやまあしんどいけど面白いですね。はいはい。呼んでいただいてありがとうございました。あと、まあ、いろいろじっくりやりましたけど、最後は飛びでした。
The glasses and mask
お
won?
疲れ様でした。
Whoa.
ありがとうございました。お二人にもう一度
So what's the other guy smiling about? That was final round in a first to
はい、
10.
それではですね、
Nice
第4
games.
カード終わるまではサクサクいきますんでね。はい、それでは、次の試合はこちらです。
Do they have artwork for everyone? That is so sick, dude. What the fuck? That is so tight. for the Tekken World Tour, they got like fucking 10-year-olds drawing scribbles and shit.
はい、第3カードなんですが。
Whoa, did you see that traditional ceremonial geisha on the left?
まあ、レイミー全一と言われてね、もう長きにわたりレイミー業界引っ張ってきたピエロとネクロ全一と言われてね。
Necro versus Remy.
ネクロをね引っ張ってきた杉山、この対決なんですけど、まあ僕も本当楽しみです。ちょっと意気込みっていうかね。
Damn, the guy on the right looks confident. I think he just winked at somebody.
カメラあそこです。
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。フランスで行った時に
Thanks, Mr. Gesture. And hey, Majin Obama, thanks for the resub. Thanks, Disface and username. MRA username. Hey, thanks, Vatson IRL. How's it going, man? Thanks. Hope you're chilling. Thanks. Hit him with the hammer. And when's Marvel? Can you guys tell by just looking at them who's the Remy player? I feel like the guy on the left is the Remy player.
Thank you.
The guy on the left is the Remy player? Okay, that was just a guess. He looks emo. And the other guy looks kind of like a dick. And you know, Necro players are dicks, dude. I used to, when I worked at the arcade, one of the regulars there was this guy Slime Lord. God, he was a bitch, dude. He was good. Electric Snake! Electric Snake can go fuck itself. It does so much fucking damage.
Thank you.
And it's stun. That's what it is. You know, I play Akuma, and he has low stun. Slime Lord, you know him? Yeah, I know him. I used to play him all the time. He's a bitch. He's good.
じゃあ、準備の方よろしくお願いします。
Thank you.
Thanks, Soup
ちょっ
Base.
と写真も撮らせてください、1枚。
Pictures every time.
はい、それでは準備の方お願いします。
I have that. On my bookshelf, there's a Super Battle Opera catalog. That's like a printed book. And my picture is in it as a qualifying player from the US. Isn't that cool? And, well, my wallet's not here, but I carry my Super Battle Opera qualifying player card everywhere in my wallet. For no reason.
さあ人となりなんですけど、先ほどね、紹介がありました通り、フランス大会5月にありまして、シングル戦はピエロが覇者で、チーム戦は TKO と。
It's hot as fuck in the summer. I guess it is here too, but it's way grosser. It's wet.
チームの中での対決っていうのはそのフランスでは
Source of luck, maybe. I'm pretty superstitious. Not like in a way that hinders my life in any way. You know how some people, they do things a certain way. I don't, but I am superstitious.
大丈夫そうですかね。はい。はい。ではそれでは皆さん行きましょうか。行きましょう。
Street Fighter peaked with Street Fighter 3. I think the ultimate peak of Street Fighter was Street Fighter 4. Yeah, you guys are loud as fuck. I think Street Fighter 4 was the ultimate peak of Street Fighter. Not because I liked the game, but that era, you didn't have to like the game. You could truly be an enthusiast of that game, follow it, follow the players, and not even like the game. Because competitively, it was so good. Watching the best players play that game was awesome. I think it was the best one. This is the best one to play, and my favorite one, but Street Fighter 4 was the best one all around. It was like as popular or maybe more popular at the end than it was at the beginning. There aren't many games like that. I feel like PoE is one. Damn, you fucking... Oh my god. He red parried and then low parried the rest of that shit. The cool thing about players that play like Hayao, you know he plays Hugo, and these guys play these weak-ass characters. The cool thing about these players is they're good enough to know how to get around these shitty characters that they use. So they'll do a lot of stuff that's like really cool. Shit that you haven't seen. It's shit that they have to know. Because I mean, dude, if you're not gonna know that stuff, then why are you playing this weak shit? Yeah. Flash kick. Electric snake stun. Oh. And then the grab. No? Okay, combo. Clap, clap, clap. I'm rooting for Necro. I think Necro is a pretty cool character. Remi's stun bar is the lowest? I thought Akuma was the lowest. They could be both low. I wonder why, to me, there's such a big difference between this game and like anime games. To me, when I look at this game, I think it looks so cool. And when I look at any fucking anime game, I think it looks like shit. And sounds like shit. What is the difference? I don't know. It's because of the characters? I don't know, man. You know what I don't like about anime games? Just like from a perspective of a viewer, when you push a button in an anime game, anything could happen. A horse could come out, you could swing a chain, you could pull out a sword or shoot a gun or whatever. In this game, you push a button, you do a fucking elbow. You know? You do a chop. You do an uppercut. It's not like a fucking dolphin flies out or an anchor comes out, or you know, like it's just like as a viewer, it looks like a fucking goof troop, you know, Looney Tune, like some shit, like a hammer comes out and then a fucking dynamite in his mouth, and you know, it's just like whatever, man. This is a clown game. This game is like you know, it's what happens to Tekken, you know. It's what I don't like about Tekken. Too many laser guns and explosions and shit. That's what I don't like about Tekken 8. It's no longer just a cool kick, a punch, you know, uppercut with some electricity on the uppercut. Now it's like an uppercut into space, then a solar beam into a wall explosion, finish with a couple of gunshots, then activate, and then run in. It's like, dude, why the fuck does everyone run in Tekken 8 too? Constantly. They're running full speed at each other, but they're right next to each other all the time. It looks so stupid. Why'd they do that? I don't know. Yeah, everyone's doing that anime shit. But the run in KOF is actually a run. Like, you use it to close distance. The run in Tekken 8 is not really a run. It's just an animation. But for some reason, it's a running animation when they're right next to the guy. So it's just like this running animation. It doesn't look right. You know? I'm not talking about that run. I'm talking about when you activate heat, dude. When you do a heat engager and you run. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, when you run. The heat engaging run animation.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tropical Punch. Thanks for the resub, man. Hope you're doing alright. Feeling good? Getting lucky? I'm feeling very good. I hung out with my grandma today.
Thank you.
Man, she is getting old, dude. But she's still so pleasant to be around. And I think that's really cool. I know a lot of people whose grandmas get real bitter and shit when they get old. She's really good at being pleasant, you know? Making people laugh. She's good at making people laugh. Especially me. Your grandma's 92? Nice. Mine is like 95 or 6 or something. She's up there. Man, that'd be cool to live that long.
猶予ゼロフレのようです。なるほど。あれを安定してできるのはこのように杉山しかいないと言われています。なるほど。こんな人が今大山ニュートンにいらっしゃるんです。昨日も歴戦の猛者のネクロ使い多数いたんですけども、ほぼ成功しなかったと。すごい。さすが。
She talks so much shit about my mom. It's tight. It's fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zatenka.
杉山はビタが得意です。そうですね。さすがでございます。ブロッキング。
And Michael Young. And Greedy Heart. And thanks nobody fucks with Dudley. And Energy TK. And Locate. And Soup Base. Thanks.
これレミもね、画面端ですと通常技から追撃でサマーソット入ります。非常にリターン高いです。
Aris at 90 will be saying video games fucking suck. Dude, that would be so cool to live to 90 or longer. I think I would live forever as long as there's no like negative part of the wish. I would take that. I want to live forever. That would be sick. But there's probably a downside. Like, I don't want to be a vegetable. I didn't get the beta key, did I? I don't think I got a beta key either. I filled out that thing. But I don't think anyone got it. I haven't heard anything. You got one? For PoE 2? Cool. Whoa. I wonder if I got one. How do I, fuck, I don't read my emails. Excuse me. Subtractum said check your email while he was here? Whoa, I didn't see that. Nah. Emails could go fuck themselves.
How long does it take you to go from Act 1 to Maps?
What the hell? Is that a typo, dude? Did you do that on accident? You just gave me $420, you know. Did you do that on purpose? You fucked up, didn't you? Hey, tell the truth, man. God, these guys be doing crazy bong rips. Putting down the bong. Hey, tell me if that shit. Hey, don't do a appeal or whatever. You know you fuck everything up if you do a PayPal chargeback. Alright? And if you do a chargeback, I can fight it and you won't get it back, okay? Don't do a chargeback. Just ask me for it back and I'll give it back. Man, you guys be giving me homework. It's a fake name. This guy's name is Costco Pizza. How long does it take you to go from Act 1 to Maps? Well, I don't usually hurry up, but it takes like 6 hours to beat the game. That has to be a mistake, dude. He's panicking like crazy right now. Maybe he doesn't want to like admit in front of the class that it was a mistake. Just send me a DM on Twitter. Oh man, your mom's gonna be pissed? Is she single? Dude, do you remember that one time that Aris fan's mom hit me up? She was in my DMs. She I forget what she wanted. Do you remember what she wanted? I think she wanted me to say happy birthday to her son. I don't remember.
Thank you.
No, she was like, my son really likes your stream a lot, and it's his birthday or something, and he would like really like it if you said happy birthday. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I talked about his mom a lot. That was the best part. She was pretty. She was like a good-looking mom. You know? Good-looking mom. Hey, nice mom. She wasn't like that one dude. One time at this Soul Calibur event, some guy came up to me and he was like, hey man, I'm a big fan. Do you want to meet my mom? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then so I went and met his mom and took a picture with her and everything and gave her a hug. But she wasn't like, she wasn't one of the good moms. She was a great mom, I'm sure, but she wasn't one of the ones like, you know. She was the kind that probably makes really good tamales. Like probably the best tamales you ever had. She looked like she makes good tamales. Fucking hella good tamales, dude. This other mom, she looked like she didn't even know what a fucking tamale was. In the best way possible. She was attractive. Cool. It happens. Good looking or tamales? No in between? There's in between. Some good looking ladies make good tamales, but not the best tamales you ever had. That dude's mom looked like she made the best tamales you ever had. She was the tamale king. I'm thirsty. Uh-oh. Backup water. Can't believe the last match went to final round in a first to 10. I'm excited to see the artwork for all the matches. That's really cool artwork. I mean, for me to really like it, it's gotta be really cool. Like that picture of, dude, that picture of Guile and his ice cream's on the floor and he's sad. And Bison is like this and Sagat in the background. Sagat in the background laughing. Oh man, that is the best picture, dude. When it's good like that, that's good shit. Art sometimes is really sick. Sagat in the background laughing at Giles dropping his ice cream on the floor. Perfect. Ice cream on the floor, man. I tweeted that picture. Damn, I can't believe it's already 11 o'clock, dude. Today went by fast. I did a lot of fun things. It was a good day. But boy, was it hot, man. That shit really drains your battery. The heat, like, fucking takes it out of you. Why ice cream sad face? Because of Guile? Why sad? Why the long face? Too fine to be sad.
Thank you.
Thanks BJ. Hey, did we ever get to the bottom of this Costco pizza guy?
Happy Big Friday night,
Hey, Costco pizza guy.
Thank you.
We just fucking forgot about that shit? Hey, dude. Hey, just send me a message if you didn't mean to do that. Is that a real name in the chat? His girlfriend is dumping him as we speak. One time this dude told me that he gives me, like he gave me a bigger birthday present than he gives his kids. And I told him that's because your kids are fucking trash, dude. That's your fault. If you raised them better, they wouldn't be bitches and you'd be happy to get them an Xbox Series X. It's your own damn fault. Be a better dad and your kids will be great. You know? It's a circular, you know, thing. Should have got a job. At least that gives me job security. Future Aris fans are being created. Xbox. That's how Vietnamese people say Xbox. 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 DT Mao. DT Mao. Hey, did you go to that tournament yesterday? Was it yesterday? I don't even remember when it was. I heard it was hot as fuck again. Jimmy J Tran is not Vietnamese. He's Chinese.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was hot as fuck. I forgot about it until the middle of the day, and then when I thought about it, I was like, dude, it's so hot. Then I turned on the stream, and everyone was like, oh god, it's so hot here. I was like, all right then. Well, that's all I needed to hear. I'm gonna chill, put my feet up. Thanks Repulsion, thanks Gigazord and Church Milfs. Kicked it with Gary Kuso. And Lord Heh. Who's Heh? I know Gary Kuso though. I used to kick it with that guy all the time. At the arcade. I thought his name was Gary. Gary Kuso means shit in Chinese or something.
Thank you.
Thanks, Get Rectally. It means runny shit? Oh, specifically? Anyway. Hey, listen, Costco Pizza. Is that a real guy or what? There is no Costco Pizza. Just send me a DM on something, and you know, I'll give it back to you if it's a mistake. And if it's not a mistake, thanks very much, and I'll do my part and have the Cosmos bring you minimum 10 times that ASAP. It's on its way. Who's He? Do I know you? Thanks Queso Taco Burrito. And big thanks again Costco Pizza. Even if it was just $4.20, it's still the same. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. And if you're getting chewed out by your wife or whatever, or your girlfriend, just let me know. Nothing to stress out about. Thanks Grill Arcade10 and Spirited Away and Repulsion, Zatanka, and Arcade Pino and Shingo Snake. Thanks. He was a regular at Super? Then I have to know him. What's he look like? And what does he play?
Thank you.
Hey, thanks Yojimbo. Seems like everyone went to Super Arcade. Super Arcade was like the coolest fucking place. The first location, the one across the street from the college, was the coolest fucking place. They had TVs on the outside. It was the coolest place. When I worked there, I remember when I got that job, I was just like, this is the best day of my life. I was like, this is the coolest day ever. I'm gonna work at Super Arcade. The guy who owns Super Arcade, Watson, I had known him for many years, but I didn't know him very well at all. I just had known him, you know, he had been around at the arcades that I went to. And so he asked Devil X Hollywood, because he was really close friends with Devil X, and I knew Devil X way better than I knew Watson, way more personally. So he asked Devil X, he was like, hey, can I trust this guy? Is he gonna steal and shit? And Devil X vouched for me. So then Watson hired me, and I ended up getting that job, but he didn't know when he hired me. He thought that I would clean shit, but boy, was he in for a treat. All you get when you hire me is I make sure no one breaks the machines and no one steals anything. And I myself, I'll be on time and I won't steal anything. That's all you get though. When you start trying to ask me to do shit, clean shit, hell no, dude. I don't think so. That ain't happening.
Thank you.
Yeah, I went to Super Arcade before Watson owned it my whole life. I went to Super Arcade since I was even like 13, before I got a car. Because the owner of Super Arcade was Jason. And when I'd leave and I'd be like, dude, oh man, Jason, that guy didn't speak English. And the other guy that worked there, back when Jason owned the place, he was this Chinese guy. None of them spoke English, and they were all friends with me, because I was always nice to them. But other people were not nice to them, and they would really yell at people and like throw tokens and shit. Like one time this dude kicked this guy out of the arcade. He said all this shit in Chinese. He yelled at him. And he did the thumb, get the fuck out, and then he took his token off the machine and threw it out the front door into the parking lot. And he said some other shit in Chinese. Oh yeah, I've been to E-Game and Infinity. E-Game Bang. That's what I remember. I tell people about that shit. That I used to play Counter-Strike with my friends. That's where I used to go. E-Games. Yeah, Arcade Infinity. I went there a bunch of times. For Third Strike, mostly. I used to go there with a couple of my friends that were really into Third Strike. I've told you guys about this guy named Chacon. I called this guy Chacon because one time I was eating chicken and he just he just walked up to me and he just looked at my lunch. I worked at a video game store, and I was eating lunch at the video game store. I'm eating chicken, and he just walked up to me and goes, "Ah, Chacon." And after that, everyone called him Chacon, and he accepted that name. He loved that name. Hey, what up, Chacon? It was just his. That's how he said it, and so everyone laughed so hard. Oh, Chacon. That shit was tight, dude. Chacon was really funny. He played a lot of Third Strike. This guy Chacon and this other guy Tony. God, man. One time I dropped that motherfucker Tony off at work. I'm not at work, at home. After I got off work, and I was making a U-turn in my big-ass hoopty Caprice. And I was trying to fucking make this U-turn. The car's really big, man. I was like 15. I bumped into this big-ass fucking Winnebago, like, motorhome thing. And the bitch that owned it was right there, too. And you know, they came out and were like, all right, well, you're going to need to pay for this and all this shit. It cost me like $500 to pay them off. Because I didn't want to do it through my insurance. And you know what? $500 when I was 15 was a fortune, dude. That was a fortune. I remember that shit. Fucking Tony. Dude, why don't you walk home? I never took that motherfucker home again, dude. You are walking home, dude. I'll take you home, But I'm dropping you off at the bottom of your street. You can walk the rest of the way, shithead. 500 still is? Okay, well, if 500 bucks is a lot right now, look, let's look at how much that shit was. Alright. Let's do the math here. That was 1999. How much was 500 bucks in 1999? $19.99. Almost $1,000. So double. Almost. Little less than $1,000 for a 15-year-old. So think of a today 15-year-old who just got their license, bumped into some stupid bitch's car. I mean, it was my bad, dude. But it was just a scratch, man. Fucking who cares? It's not like a sports car. Whatever. I had a job. That's what I was going home from. We played a lot of CVS too at the time as well, but I didn't like that one as much. How did you get the 500 bucks? I had a job, dude. How do you mean I did a heist? I robbed a liquor store. What do you think? I had a job. I worked and went to work. I probably got lucky somehow. I swear I've been like randomly getting lucky since I was a kid. Shit was tight. It happens.
Thank you.
Thanks, Grief and Emir and Lay Says Dog. Thanks, Mocha and Katsutoshi and D-Dub. And thanks, Jefficient and Yojimbo and Queso Taco. Yeah, my parents were, I don't know, I guess they were like, they wanted me to get a job, I guess. I don't know. I wanted to get a job. Because I wanted to have money. I wanted to have money to do things. So I wanted to get a job. But I didn't want to get a job that sucked. I've never had a job in food in my life. Like food-related jobs. I've never had that. But I do like customer service. I've always enjoyed the jobs I've had where I deal with public customers. Just not food-related. I can imagine food jobs suck. I dated this girl who worked at a restaurant, and when I'd hang out with her after she got off work, it was like she just smelled like French fries. It wasn't a bad thing per se. She smelled pretty delicious, but it was weird. She smelled like French fries all the time. That was cool. I can see the appeal. Oh man, there's this, you know, there are some stories that they're too hot for TV. But I've had an experience in the past. And let's just say it was not a good one. You would think that if somebody... Never mind. There's no way I'm gonna be able to tiptoe around this story. So, you know what? Don't even fuck with it. It's too hot for TV. Barbecue sauce, dude. Second hand. We're in the realm of Thousand Island rim jobs. Barbecue sauce, dude. No, I don't mean food play, but I mean like No, nothing second-hand food play. Like you could, never mind. I don't want to talk about it, alright? It was not a good experience. This bitch tastes like barbecue sauce, man! What the fuck is this, dude? You know? And this is weird. It's like I'm in under the covers with a pulled pork sandwich right now, dude. What the fuck? Did you have barbecue sauce? Barbecue? What'd you eat? You know? This sucks. That shit sucks. You would think it would be hype. You know, but that shit sucked. In theory, you would think it would be hype, but it was not sick. Anyway, thanks Big Boris and Grief and Amir. Yeah, you guys got me loosened up and shit, huh? Got me talking during third strike. Hey, thanks Daycar.
Thank you.
Thanks.
かなり熱かったんですが、
王手をかけたのは杉山さん。
さあ盛り上がってきました。
Damn, gonna get some Arby's.
ただ
Enjoy.
この男ならやりかねないという期待はあります。
Enjoy.
かつてクーベレーションカップで
God,
優勝
dude,
候補
that
に
guy
も
was a
実績があります。
bitch. How the fuck do you look me straight in the eye and say enjoy with a Y?
思いますが、
Two Y's.
出しなきゃクラップして。
That was crazy.
ジャンプライバン。EX 入っていく。
He was a villain. That guy was a villain, dude. Handing out the worst steak on earth to everyone and making them think that they're like VIPs. I walked away from that guy thinking, man, I should give him a tip. Fuck that guy. Arturo. He really was Arturo, dude. He really was, except he didn't get anything from me. My newest PoE character is named Dryvigo. Dryvigo Umakaro, dude. The legendary race car driver. The greatest race car driver of all time. Dryvigo Umakaro. God, Electric Snake, dude. That is such a bitch super. Hi. 10 to 5 ass beating, huh? Someone got shot. What'd you do? I don't get it. No one really gives a fuck, man. Thanks, that frying pan. Thanks for the tier 3 subscription. Hey, Costco guy. Maybe I should check my DMs or something. That Costco guy never said shit in the chat room. Never said shit in a DM. Hey, what happened? Holy shit, dude. Some fucking guy is blowing up my damn Twitter about buffets. What the fuck, dude? What makes you think I'm gonna read up all that shit, man? This guy is blowing up my Twitter about buffets. Why is that? Did No Pants make a fucking video about this shit? Let me guess. No Pants made a video about this shit, and this fucking guy is Yup. I'm putting my phone down. You know, every time I pick that fucking thing up, I want to slam that shit down. Phones are trash. Anything you could do on that thing is whack. Hi.
Thank you.
Thanks, Moel. This guy is blowing up my Twitter with fucking 5 or 6 200-word essays about a buffet. Whoa. This one's kind of hard to see. Who the hell is the guy on the left? Is that who is that? I can't even tell. That's Q? Oh, I see the hat now. And what's that, like, flowery, frilly thing on the right? That looks like a garter belt or whatever. That's a guitar? It's his shirt. Oh, his like cummerbund? I can't even tell what's going on. This is like a fucking seeing eye puzzle. It's a sailboat.
こちらも超原人好みの2人ともね各キャラの全一プレイヤーということで、僕もすごいこの試合でも結構僕の下馬評だと
These two guys look kind of young for third strike players, don't you think?
そんなことないような顔もしてますが、一旦ちょっとね2人にコメントを聞きたいと思います。じゃあ TM から
I can see the guy on the left's nipples.
皆さんこんにちは TM です。ですね、
That's pretty hype.
見る人とかもいるかと思うんですけど、Q ってキャラクター見た目めちゃくちゃかっこいいと思うんですよ。なんで自分のプレイ見で興味持った方はですね、ぜひ遊んでもらえたらなと思うのと。
Disrespectful? What, his nipples?
最強っていうことらしいんですけど、正直無理って思ってる人結構いると思うんですけど、僕25年間生きてるんで。
Frowned upon?
よろしくお願いします。
Thank you.
Hey, thanks Mochi and Moel. And thanks that Frying Pan and Dakar and Big Boris. And big thanks again that Costco guy who potentially accidentally gave me $400 today. Let me know if that's a mistake, please. And thank you if it isn't. I hope you get 10 times that. At least.
ありがとうございます。じゃあちょっと写真1枚撮らせてください。
I don't know what the land of Knock is. I thought Knock was made up.
お願いします。実況解説は今激戦を繰り広げ
So this guy's a Q player?
杉山にマイクお願いします。
TM versus Yamoda. Norwegian Wolf Krauser. I don't know anything about it. I want to watch the start of this match and then decide what I'm going to do. What was the most recent match? It was, we just watched it. Necro versus the guy who fucking got his ass kicked, Remy. I don't remember their names. Thanks, Lazek. Yeah, I had a wonderful day. I really did. I spent the day with my grandma and mom. I ate good food. I hung out with Char. Got to drive my car. And now I'm here watching Third Strike with the chat. I mean, what else do you want, man? Couldn't be better than that. If I could have a day that good every day, I won. My grandma's great. She's super old, but very good. Thanks, Lazek. This weekend is my mom's birthday, so I have a mission. I gotta go drive about an hour to pick up my grandma's sister, who I'm a huge fan of, and I gotta take her to wherever we're gonna go for my mom's birthday, and then that same day I gotta take her back home because she refuses to sleep anywhere but in her own home. So, and I'm happy to do so. I like driving.
Gonna start stealing. Can I get a luck buff?
Sure, man. Good luck with that stealing. Thanks, Bear, whatever. Thanks. Yeah, about an hour away. I gotta drive to pick her up. Thanks, Sackwall. I don't mind driving though. I like driving a lot. I think it's fun. Is she hot? No, but man, I saw some pictures of my mom recently when she was like, I don't know, 20. And I was fucking impressed, dude. I was impressed.
Hi.
I recently saw pictures of my mom and like, you know, some other people, her friends. She was no joke, dude. My dad, I don't know what, he must have a luck buff. Cause my dad, I don't know what the fuck he did to score my mom. I don't know how he pulled that shit. But honestly, most of the time, if I'm ever out with a girl, most of the time that's the same thing that I feel like everyone else says. Like, I don't know what the fuck this guy did, but you must be lucky. You know, whatever. It's the family charm, I guess. Gotta get lucky sometimes.
それでその後にジャットリーでヨモダ君にも送ったんだけど中盤強いっすっていうメールが来たわけです姿勢の差が
Jesus. So we're just gonna watch Dudley kick the shit out of Q for 10 games. Hope not.
全然まずはっていう感じだろうね。まず第一戦はヨモダ君。
ヨモダあまりにも強いですね。でも
強い。
あまりにも完成度が高いヨモダの取り。
素晴らしい。
What a great game. Those animations are fucking great. Dude, oh man. Isn't it terrible when you're looking forward to something and then when you see it, it's like, damn, it sucks. Mark of the Wolves. Silent Hill 2 Remake. It's like, dude, you're fucking hype about something and then you see it. Like, God damn it. I was trying to be hype about that. Yeah, Mark of the Wolves looks like not that sick. I was never hype about 2XKO. And I was trying to be hype about Starfield, but I was like, you know, tricking myself into being hyped so I could be positive. But that game sucks. Starfield is F tier trash. Especially now that they're releasing DLC one quest at a time. The DLC isn't like one package like Far Harbor. It's like one quest for $3.99, $5.99 for 2 quests. That's fucking trash.
さすがだね、本当にさすが。もちろん普通のね、ガットリ使いであれば、TM をもう崩すことはまず不可能。そのくらい TM のディフェンス能力が高いんですけれども。
New Star Wars game on the 30th. There's also that, oh great, what was it called again? Black Rift, Wulong, Ni Hao. Yeah, that one. Thanks, Lights. Thanks, Unnecessary Pepperonis and Bearkind. Thanks, guys.
You know, I've never liked you, Rip.
Thanks for the luck buff. Smile.
Hey, thanks, Samir Magoo Honor. Almost, you motherfucker. That was a close call. Thanks, Hide a lot. And thanks again, Samir. Magoo. Laugh, damn it! Fuck you, man! Don't tell me what to do! Damn. Demanding? The fuck? Don't tell me what to do. You want me to laugh? You better make that shit funny. If it were funny, I would fucking laugh, dude. It's not one of those things that, you're just trying to get me to laugh. Whatever, man. That's not gonna work. If I laugh, I'm not laughing at that anymore. I'm laughing at you fucking begging for a laugh on your hands and knees, groveling. Jesus Christ. I'll laugh when it's funny, bitch. Mr. Avoiding? Everyone calls me some shit, dude. Avo. That guy at the PoE thing called me Aramis. He's like, what's up, Aramis? Hey, man. Hey, how's it going, man? Everybody calls me some shit, dude. Man, I remember the first time Burr, you know, Vic from the chat room, he called me the N-word. I couldn't believe that shit. I couldn't believe that shit. He's black. But I'm not. You know? You know? That shit was crazy. I used to hang out with him all the time, dude. He was like the #1 guy at the arcade. I would like look forward to seeing him, and he was a random encounter. He never would like he didn't call or anything, you know. He was a random encounter in the wasteland.
Where's Waldo?
Burr showing up.
Sent you an email.
Hey, oh good, thanks. I'm glad you showed up. Let me see if I could find it. Did you really? Oh, okay, no problem. I'll fix it now. No problem. Don't panic. I'll fix it. I want to do it now so I don't forget. It was a mistake. I told you guys, it happens. Green marijuana. Let's see here. What took you so long, dude? Took you fucking 45 minutes to figure out how to write an email, dude? What the hell took you so long, man? Just been getting yelled at by your mom this whole time? Hold on. Take me a minute. How the fuck do I do this, man? Here we go. Yeah, today was really cool. Man, I wonder if that guy is fucking panicking. Probably not. Maybe if it were like, hey, you know, you should be very careful when you do this kind of shit, dude. Let this be a lesson. Because what if this was not some shit that you could just easily get a refund from? You know, that could be a big fuck up. Why the hell can I not find this shit? What's today's date? Oh, there you are. Found it. Refund. Issue refund. Note to buyer optional. Try aiming, scrub. Issue refund. 420 USD refunded. Alright, now we can all sleep at night. Thanks, Big Man Burgers. I feel like that happens a lot. And I think it just says a lot about Aris fans in general, dude. Execution is not exactly their forte. Anyway, thanks for the $4.20. And thanks, hello Avis and Shadow Witty. Man, one time I gave someone my phone number on a piece of paper, and when she called me, she was like, "Is this Avis?" It's like, who the fuck is Avis? And I guess it's because the way I wrote the R on the piece of paper, it looked like a V. I guess. Avis? Like the car rental place? I had a friend named Mavis. I had a friend named Mavis, and I used to tell him that his name sounds like a part of a vagina. Mavis. He worked at Tommy Burger. That was sick.
Avis back 10 onions.
Hey, thanks, Prohibido Hugar Con Rugal. That's not right, is it? Con? Doesn't that mean with? Is there a difference in version of Third Strike depending on region? There's a million different versions of Third Strike. There are several versions. Yeah. Excuse me, it is correct? Got you. I think I'm tired as fuck. My eyes are... Maybe it's because I was just looking at all those numbers and shit trying to figure out how to refund this guy, but my eyes are starting to feel dry. Thanks, Wolf Sorrow. I think I'm gonna play Doom tomorrow. Is that the strat? Is there anything else going on that I'm forgetting? I think I'm gonna... Wow, nice. I think I'm gonna play Doom tomorrow. Thank you. The remake. It's on Steam, right? Yeah, everyone keeps raving about it, and it's got new missions and shit. I've never played it before. It sounds fun. And it's also got Doom 2, if I'm correct. It's Doom 1 and 2. Yeah, that sounds fun. Thanks Chipmunk and Dynamite Dandy and Wolf Sorrow. I think it's game over, my friends. I think I need to go eat a little snackaroo and then wind down. But I'm glad I streamed, and I think today was really sick. I hope tomorrow's this sick. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And, you know, generosity and whatnot. I really appreciate that a lot. It's a miracle. I think I'm supposed to be a fuck up, but somehow I'm not, and I don't know how. How did that happen? I don't know. But thanks for liking my streams. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.